right, we should be up and running here. Very interesting day today in the market. All right, we'll go over the market, go over today's plays, talk about what to look for going into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for March 16th, 2022. Qs up 3.7%, SPY up 2.2, IWM also up 3.14. Coming into today neutral, as we noted that the hourly downtrend was being broken, okay, and that we had time frame conflict between the daily, still in a downtrend, and the monthly, which had pulled into support. Okay, well, when we opened, we were gapping up. We stayed pretty strong. Now, this is not a bad tick, actually. This is the Fed move that we got. So this was the initial reaction to the announcement of raising rates, and then this is how we closed, okay? So what does that do for our bias going into tomorrow? Because the interesting thing is we've been here before where the hourly has tried to end the downtrend, but the daily has stayed weak, and we haven't got enough of a move to change the daily. Here, we got it, and as well here. Okay, this is actually the last FOMC, okay, where the market was again trying to transition higher. So, for me, going into tomorrow, okay, I'm gonna go with the hourly has transitioned, the daily will be next, and then the monthly, which has been able to hold, okay, we are looking more bullish. Now, what do I need to see? Need to see some follow through to today's green bar tomorrow. So that doesn't have to be tomorrow. Excuse me. So it could just be tomorrow we hold and then we get it on Monday. What we can't do is take out today's low. If we take out today's low, all out bearish. This is the new reference point. This is the new line in the sand. Now, it's interesting. We were at the same basically point analysis when we got the FOMC last time, and it closed very strong. Now, if you recall, we gapped down the next day and we took it out. And then on this day, right, we were trying to find anything and everything that was looking lower to short. And shorts were the thing to do. Okay, because the market lined up, right, and the market has been all important lately with all of the Chinese things going on, Ukraine conflict, and interest rates and everything else. Market, right, is trying to digest all this, and daily has just been in this downtrend. But hourly, again, trying to turn itself around underneath today's low, all out bearish. Otherwise, all right, still gonna have to see a little bit more from the Qs and SPY, anticipating the next breakout or pullback to be a bullish opportunity as long as we stay above today's low. All right, let's go over plays from today. Okay, very nice play from Sammy on the QFIN, and you'll see that a lot of these were the Chinese ADRs. That was what was moving this morning. Okay, gap up on the QFIN and a breakout at the open, base breakout. Okay, the Momo, a little bit different, all right? This one, all right, got sold initially, but then was able to rally back up to the highs and break out. I know some people took this Momo as well, which was very, very nice. Was a little bit hesitant to get involved in too many of these, right? Because I thought, well, if they, for some reason, stall or fail, you know, I'm going to have 2 or 3 plays all do the same thing, okay? And then the other play was the LX. LX I played right after the open here as a base breakout. Okay, right here. Now, it looked a little bit problematic initially, right? The breakout didn't follow through. It did a retest, right? And I just left the stop in. It got a little bit close there. It looked like it was going to stop and eventually got going. Now, FOMC didn't make holding these things any easier, okay? I trailed it under 280, and then you can see on the Momo, this would have trailed underneath 686, and I think even the QFIN. Well, actually, QFIN held. Okay, so QFIN did hold up, but quite a few of these did initially get sold when the FOMC announcement came out and the market got sold. So, I think I was fine with the management on it. You never know if FOMC, how many moves it's going to have, how much of an impact it's going to have on these. And that was really interesting going into the afternoon, that these were staying so much more bullish. These were kind of the most bullish thing out there, even when the market initially was coming in hard. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of relative strength that we saw today in the Chinese ADRs right off the bat and continued through the rest of the day. So, it looks like some things of uncertainty are giving the market some stability here. Okay. There was a lot of questions, right? Which companies, which Chinese ADRs will get delisted? Okay, well, there's still that question, which ones might and might not. There was overnight some news that the Chinese government will try to keep these things from getting delisted and also keep them from running into as much kind of financial issues and things like that. So basically, a vote of confidence for the Chinese ADRs and keeping them listed. So that's obviously been weighing on the Qs as of late. Okay, in addition to other things going on. All right, so, will we get more resolutions on some of the other things? That may be it. Was there going to be any more aggressive hiking or changes in interest rates? What is going to be the resolution in Ukraine? Some of these things I think are still to be kind of determined and kind of wait and see. But, it looks like the market is feeling a little bit more confident, feeling a little bit less uncertain about, these things having a really dramatic impact, okay? But it doesn't really come down to the analysis of me and international affairs and things like that. It's just going to be the chart, okay? And if tomorrow, something happens or the story changes or some other, thing happens, okay, fine. Then I know where my line in the sand is underneath today's low, and I'll be back to all out bearish. Okay, so I'm anticipating that we do start to hold a little bit here and looking for the next buy setup, the next breakout as a bullish opportunity in the market. Okay, so just gonna let the charts do the analysis for me, do the work, right? And we're really just trend following here. Okay, and as I've said all throughout this downtrend, right, the burden of proof is gonna be on the bulls, on the move up, okay? Because we've been in this downtrend, right? For me to be bearish, right, a lot easier to say, because every time we break, any kind of sell setup or failure of a buy setup, right, we're just continuing the daily downtrend, okay? But for us to end this trend, right, that's where that's why we're saying next entry. If this holds, we get a buy setup or base breakout. It's the same. We've been doing this throughout this downtrend. There have been times where the market did look like it wanted to move up, but it's always been, okay, you prove that the hourly downtrend is over, and then next entry. Now, you're not going to ever catch the bottom that way, right? But it's keeping you out of constantly just, guessing, hoping and guessing at various points here. Okay? All right, that's going to do it for today's market wrap. Hope you had a nice day. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Have a good evening.